Hey there! So today we have another review. We were just at Total Wine, and I was picking out some beers, and Katie decided to pick up some beers herself. So we're gonna do I don't know if we'll do a series, but anyway, she picked out this beer, and we're gonna review it together. This is from Pontoon. This is Imperial Stout. They have some cartoon characters, Scott eating graham crackers, blah blah, some bunch of marshmallows. Pontoon is out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. 9%. And a pastry stout that has cacao, marshmallow, graham cracker, lactose.
It's called the Fluffiest Otter.
The Fluffiest Otter. Ooh, hey. No candy, but we got it from like the seasonal / rotating section, so we assume it's relatively fresh. Oh wow, big head.
Yeah, nice and fluffy.
Not clean glass either. Sorry about that. Goes to show how much she reviews on this channel that we just. I mean, it's glass out.
So busy. Yeah. And I don't drink much anymore either.
I'm gonna clean this glass out. All right, this is really great. We're starting off some dirty glasses, but it is what it is. That's just me being picky. Beer looks very pretty though, right?
Yeah, it's got a really nice color to it.
Big head.
Yeah.
Color is what, like a deep.
It's very chocolatey.
Yes. It looks like it looks like it was a pretty dark beer, but then like the additional like chocolates and other stuff made it browner, or the beer is just deep brown, not actually black.
Yeah, it looks like it's super dark brown.
Right. Really nice dark head on there, so the beer should be pretty dark actually.
I mean, I don't think it smells terrible.
No, it smells sweet, roasty. Reminds me of milk stout.
Yeah.
You get any of the adjuncts in there?
Not really.
Me neither. I mean, I get some chocolate.
Yeah, I get chocolate, and there's lactose in it, so that's
the lactose.
No, I don't think so. But you did say it reminded you of
a sweet stout. So I guess it's the bitterness is low. There's just that medium chocolate flavor in there, and then on top of it, there's this kind of like Hershey Kisses, kind of like
yeah. I just wonder if that has something to do with it.
There's a little vanilla powder. Is there vanilla in there? Vanilla. Marshmallow. Marshmallow's vanilla in it.
That is bold.
Quite sweet.
I actually really like it. I don't think it's like. I think the bitterness of the chocolate kind of balances out the sweet really well. Like, so it's really sweet up front, but then it kind of just finishes out bitter.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
That might just be the roasted malt. I think any bitterness wouldn't be.
I know, but it tastes like chocolate.
Yeah. So I think the roasted malt's adding a dark chocolate flavor on top of the sweet chocolate.
Yeah, like
so
the
it's
coffee.
A melding of like coffee and chocolate and then sweet kind of milk chocolate. I get a noticeable kind of like thing against stouts. This is like upfront character of like nerds, like grape nerds. There's that little bit of like candied
marshmallow.
No, like no. They literally think of like grape Jolly Rancher, grape nerds, like a little bit of like fruit characteristic. I believe that's partially from ester fermentation and or the roasted malts. You can tell the beer's pretty sweet. I find that grape character to actually be a little bit dominating. Definitely a lot of vanilla. Sweet kind of a vanilla impression from the marshmallows.
I don't know. I'm so out of the game of tasting beers. I have no idea how to describe this other than it's a beer.
I don't get that kind of like what's that like kind of cinnamony graham cracker thing? Complexity of graham cracker.
I mean, there's graham cracker, and I think there's like cinnamon graham cracker.
Okay. So whatever that like honeyed.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see that in here. I do. Like the crackery.
Usually comes off with spices on my nose. For me, it's just like it's almost again has a lot of like the sweet kind of grape thing. It's actually a little bit dominating and distracting for me.
I don't taste grape.
You don't get that like grape soda, grape nerds.
No, I get more
grape
like
blow pop, grape.
I get more like coffee than grape. Like I don't know.
Grape. The upfront thing is first thing I just think of fake grape. I think of like grape kids.
Like a grape soda.
Yeah, exactly. Like
now I kind of see what you're saying.
Grape prescription medicine, grape kids medicine.
Yeah. I kind of see what you're saying.
And then once you notice it tends to.
Yeah, immediately just.
Sorry, this is a problem with tasting.
Now I'm not gonna be able to taste anything but that.
Yeah, it ruins beers. So thank you, Darwin. Like it. The sad thing is
Darwin ruins beers. That should be a channel.
That should be a channel. The more you learn about beer, the more you hate beer. I promise you. I tend to just enjoy beer less a lot of times because you find flavors so and they just distract you and
Yeah,
Sorry for ruining
I
this.
just remember from the beginning, like, you know, like when Darwin and I first got together, and he's like describing beers with like cat pee and baby vomit and dirty gym socks, and I'm just, you know, and like these are like good things, you know. So I guess
Some of
it's
them.
just it's really interesting, you know, like some of them can be good things, yeah. And it's just I don't know, it's interesting what the verbiage to describe beer is.
Oh, you don't have to use them all. Use your
I
own.
know, I know.
For teach their own. But
It's
so what's your final
interesting.
impression before?
I mean, I would drink this,
Hmm.
but it's more my style. I mean, I'm one of those people. I will nurse a beer, and I feel like as this one warms up, I'm curious to see some of that more like marshmallow flavor come through. I feel like as it's warming up, I'm noticing more of like the marshmallow
Yeah,
taste
yeah.
and more of the crackery taste.
What's your high pressure rating?
Yeah, you did ask me that. I would say it's like a 90. It's not terrible.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's beer.
Beer.
I
You don't really drink much beer these days.
do
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I drink like twice a month, maybe.
So for me, this is I don't know. I just want more out of my pastry stouts. I also generally don't like chocolate in my pastry stouts. I like flavors that pop a little bit
Mm.
more. You know, like some of my favorite adjuncts. There's, you know, I think of like hazelnuts and coffee and um, maple syrup, vanilla. You know, the chocolate's definitely not one of them.
I feel like
Marshmallow
this would
probably is
go
not
well
one
with
of
my cheesecake.
them. Maybe the graham crackers actually. That's probably an okay ingredient I've had before. And then that grape thing tends to dominate. I'm in general the biggest fan of you know, pastry stouts. So for me, this is a fine flight beer, but I wouldn't go too much past. Like we're splitting this can in 6 ounces. I'm like, oh, I'm struggling, and I gave you the bigger pour. I think it's a fine flight beer, but just for me, it doesn't really like do much. Like doesn't have like if you want a flight beer, it should have great impression. It's fine. Again, that grape thing is not necessarily an off flavor. I think it's just part of like how the beer is built, and possibly I don't know how old the beer is. Um, oh wow, no, this beer is fresh. Yeah, this beer is very fresh, from what I understand. Um, sorry. So one of the things that we do when we go to Total Wine is like when they put the label. Like first off, this one is like
Yeah.
it's literally a couple days ago. They made a label for this barcode, but generally when they put the beer on the shelf, they'll have a little label of when they printed that label to put it on the shelf. So even if we have a canning date, at least you know when they received the beer and put it on the shelf, and that should be a good signature of how fresh the beer is. Because ideally, a brewery wouldn't be sending old beer, a distributor or sending old beer to it should be a direct chain, and the fastest the retail can get it, that's the date, sell it, right? It's just like it's got to be very fresh. So I would guess this beer was a little older because I just want that little pop of the graham cracker. Um, Again, that grape thing is not really like an off flavor; it's just a distracting flavor. It's part of the beer, or whatever it is. What it is. Um, I'm not a big fan, but 85. Let's go with a B is a good rating, right? Yeah, 80, 84, 84, 84. That is the Fluffiest Otter from Pontoon. Fine beer. I think a lot of people like it more than me. I think it's okay. Cheers. Later.